What's up, curious youngsters? If we're always wasting time doing useless things or watching millions of videos, ending up with those weird YouTube recommendations, spend your time with Mr. Curiosity instead. Learning 30 totally epic facts that you'll forget in about 10 minutes, but these aren't just any facts. They'll leave you completely amazed. For this and much more, these are 30 things you didn't know 5 minutes ago. 1. There is a fish called Sarpa salpa that, when eaten, causes severe hallucinations that can last up to 24 hours. This Mediterranean fish was widely consumed during the Roman Empire because it produces hallucinations similar to lysergic acid diethylamide. Stop, TB. Don't approach the small fish. If you enjoy cats, this might interest you. And this is what munchkin cats look like, which are known for having extremely short legs compared to the rest of their body. But don't fret, it's natural. Plus, it doesn't impact their running and jumping abilities. 3. Elephants are beasts of nature, but contrary to popular belief, they don't drink water with their trunks. They suck up the water and then release it into their mouths, just like they do with food. Baby elephants who haven't mastered using their trunks yet usually drink water like a puppy. Oh, how cute, Quattro. Wars are bad, but if we look at the positive consequences, they make the countries involved develop absolutely everything in any field. And, for example, the well-known drink Fanta was created in Nazi Germany in 1941 after Coca-Cola cut off supplies to the German country. In this life, you can do whatever you want. If not, tell that to the French directors who made a movie in 2010 called Rubber, where there's a tire with psychic powers that goes around killing people just because. Yeah, that's right. The craziest thing is that it lasts nearly 90 minutes. If you thought you were smart, you better listen to this fact. A young astronomy student, only 17 years old, named Wolf Kukier, took a course during his summer vacation at National Aeronautics and Space Administrations. And on the third day, he discovered a new planet that is almost 7 times bigger than Earth. Well done, Wolf 7. Space nowadays is full of space debris. But among all that, we found that in 2018, aboard National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Atlantis shuttle, a piece of the apple tree that inspired Isaac Newton to formulate the theory of gravity in the 17th century, was sent into space. Art can be so captivating that it often seems unbelievable, as we see in this case. The Victoria and Albert National Museum of Art and Design in London is exhibiting cheeses made using bacteria from the dead skin of various celebrities. For instance, bacteria from ex-soccer player David Beckham's feet. I had the same reaction. 9. Brace yourself if you're not into animals, because the black-footed cat is considered the world's deadliest feline. Forget about lions, tigers, or pumas. This cat succeeds in 60% of its attacks, and in one night, it's capable of killing dozens of rodents or birds. We've all watched Ice Age, and we're captivated by the mammoths among the many prehistoric creatures. And this is what a real 42,000-year-old mammoth looks like. Yeah, cue the shocked owl. Let's go. Remarkably, it was preserved under Siberian ice. Today, known as Lyuba, it's the best preserved mammoth ever discovered. 11. Among the strange but epic recent inventions. We come across the friendship lamp, a lamp that is placed in each house. And when a person touches the lamp, no matter how far away the other lamp is, it will also light up. 12. A few years ago, Holland officially became the first country in the world without stray dogs, since the state decided to take charge of neutering them to prevent their massive reproduction. Furthermore, stringent laws and regulations were enacted for pet abandonment, and steep taxes were levied on purebred dogs. Well thought out, Dutch gentlemen. 13. One of the most entertaining sections of 30 Things is strange phobias. And in this case, we find somnophobia, which is simply the fear of sleeping. People who suffer from it feel panic at the thought that something terrible will happen to them while they are sleeping. For instance, they may stop breathing and die. 14 years old. Always look on the bright side. What if we don't think about the chocolate brownie? Yes, it's one of the world's most famous desserts and cakes, which originated from a mistake by the baker, since apparently he had forgotten to add yeast to his chocolate cake, which resulted in this delicious treat. 15. If there's something we all hate, it's the homework or assignments we were given at school to do at home. But have you ever wondered where this came from? Apparently, homework was invented by an Italian teacher named Roberto Neville in 1905 as a punishment for his students because of their bad behavior. 16. I'm sure you've seen a movie from the Terminator saga at some point, but did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger received $15 million for making the movie Terminator 2? And what's so curious about that, Mr. Curiosity? In the movie, he only had to say 700 words, meaning he earned $21,000 per word. That's quite a lot, my friend. 17. Sharks are one of the most feared animals in the world, and we can understand why. Sharks come in various shapes and sizes. For instance, the mako shark is known as one of the world's fastest animals, since they can reach 124 kilometers per hour when attacking their prey. 18. During the Cold War, espionage between countries was rampant. For example, CIA agents from the United States used a secret communication method, which was based on how their shoelaces were tied. Well thought out, Agent Bond 19. If you ever plan to visit the Netherlands in your life, you shouldn't miss the little town of Giethoorn, which is known as the Venice of the Netherlands. And now we know why. Cars are prohibited, and both locals and tourists get around only by boats, bicycles, or on foot. 20. Germany is home to the best car brands in the world. And as expected, to fully enjoy these engineering beasts, we find that they have certain highways called Autobahn, where there is no speed limit. Ideal for our friend Rachel McQueen. 21. The easiest way to tell a carnivorous animal from an herbivore is by its eyes. Carnivorous animals have their eyes at the front of their heads, which helps them locate their food, while herbivores have them on the sides, which helps them detect a possible predator. Nature is amazing, giving us surprising phenomena like Austria's Grüner Sea Lake, which, unlike a common and ordinary lake, changes completely depending on the time of year. In winter, it's a simple path with trees and benches to sit and enjoy a sunny day. In summer, snow from nearby mountains melts, covering the entire lake with 3 to 4 meters of water. It's absolutely insane. 23. After millennia, humans finally departed Earth, and today we have much more accurate maps of the surface of the Moon and Mars than of our own oceans. 24. During the Roman Empire, we saw that many wild animals were used in gladiator fights to make the battles more exciting. But did you know that there were also thousands of lions that were trained for war? Yes, that's right, the Romans took lions to some of their battles. 25. One of the cutest domestic animals that exist are hamsters or guinea pigs, who have the amazing ability to store a lot of food in their mouths. Apparently, hamsters' pouch-like structures extend to their hips, resulting in their round appearance. 26. In a remote region of Germany, we find an abandoned mining town called Kolmanska, which was used in the 1900s to extract millions of dollars worth of diamonds. But then it was abandoned, and today it is almost hidden among the sand of this desert region. 27. In Ukraine, we can find an abandoned railway that became known as the Tunnel of Love. For romantics wanting a social media photo, it was a simple railway track that, after being abandoned, was taken over by Mother Nature, and that's how it remained. 28. In Dubai, due to the Islamic religion, to consume alcoholic beverages, you need a special license and must be at least 21 years old, and have a minimum salary exceeding $800 monthly. A meticulous 29-year-old Arab gentleman. Following the tragic fires currently impacting Australia, photos of animals such as koalas inundated the internet. But even though many people talk about koala bears, they're actually marsupials. Yes, they're more related to lemurs than classic bears. This fact will likely surprise you. Did you know that the lighter was invented before matches? The first lighter was produced in 1826 by a German chemist named Johann Wolfgang, while matches were invented a year later. Before I go, know that I always try to reply to every comment on my videos because I love them. And also, I always try to greet each of the new subscribers who join Mr. Curiosity every week. Despite the complexity due to the numbers, I strive to do my best. So now let me greet a few subscribers to whom I owed several greetings. First of all, a big greeting to Jorge Jonathan Velasquez, whom I owed his greeting. Next, another big greeting to Chef Arocha, who also wanted his greeting for quite some time. I also send a big greeting to Ray Del Camino Immortal, who was really quick to comment on the previous video. Another big greeting to Juan Jose Hernandez, who I also owed a greeting to. Then I send a big greeting to John Calderon, who's been waiting for his greeting for about 6 videos. I'm also going to send a big greeting to Marlon Tabora, who is a real legend of the channel. I also send a big greeting to Alvaro Rojas, who I owed a greeting to. Another little greeting for Free Dog, who's been waiting a while for this greeting. Then I send a big welcome greeting to Sebastian Condori, who joined the channel a couple of days ago. Another greeting for Cesar Atriel, who I also owed a greeting to. Then I send a big greeting to Omega Prime, who wanted a greeting, and another greeting to Daniel HS, who I also owed a greeting to for quite some time. And finally, let me go ahead and greet Bromas. After that, another big greeting to Gabby Para, and the last greeting goes to the awesome Pedro Medesco. Alright, I hope you liked it. Don't forget to comment on everything, really anything you want. Don't forget to share the channel and the video with your friends. That way, there will be more and more of you. Mr. Curiosity, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any new videos. I'm Silocrasty.